Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Wednesday, March 5th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 10 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods it is currently 36 degrees with a high of 55 and a low of 31. And lots and lots and lots of wind. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I am here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. In other words, I show what I'm coloring, I demonstrate how I'm coloring it, and I explain the why behind the techniques. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. So let's see who's popped in so far. Hello, Tam Tam. Angry Bear, Karen. Mamie, so glad to see you, Mamie. Janie, hello. Hi, Carmen. All right. So I hope everybody is doing well today. We had some storms move through. I temporarily lost power. Wasn't sure I'd be broadcasting tonight. But the great linemen got everything up and running and we're good to go. Hello, Maggie. Maggie says hi and hooey Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday to one and all. Kin, hello. Maggie, you said sure what hooey is. Yeah. Well, some of us know what hooey is. All right, so while you're thinking of it, if you guys would be dolls and sweethearts and gentlemen and hit that like button. And what would be really great is if you share this broadcast right now to your timeline so that other people can enjoy watching it. All right, 2 questions. Question number 1, is anybody having a birthday or an anniversary? Hello, Kitty. And question number 2, how is your day going today? Win, lose, or draw? Carmen, thank you for sharing. All right, Mamie says draw. Angry Bear says draw. How about the rest of you? Tammy draw. Janie draw. Kitty draw. Uh-oh, Carmen says lose and win. You'll have to explain that. I'm going to say draw. Like I said, all these major storms blew through and everything's okay. Kin draw. Kin, good to see you again. Tam says, my daughter was admitted to the hospital, not sure if they are going to do surgery yet. Yeah, the one that we prayed over the other day. Kin, it's been a while. Okay, so our projects tonight. Hello, Grace. So we're continuing to work on our cowboy. This is our buddy color. You can get this picture for free downloaded. And that's out of this book, Romance Novel Covers Jubilee. 50 images. Our swooning lady is on the front. If you're into romance novels, this book is for you. So you can see this. Carmen, Luz, a few things. I'm being discharged from your home health team. And when my OT went to discharge me, I teared up. You kind of get attached. And you have cellulitis again in your leg. Oh, Carmen, thank you for sharing. Appreciate it, Carmen. Well, Jersey, hello. Can't hear. Need new headset, but thank you for all the prayers. I'll be moving into a better place the 15th. Oh. Cool. Now, Carmen Wynn said I didn't end up in the hospital. She said if no response from antibiotics, she's to call back in a few days because you can go septic quick. Mamie, thanks for putting the link to the image. Jersey, once you get back to normal, you'll be here more to join. Okay, good. All right. Lots of stuff going on. Now, the second image, well, Jersey, we miss you. My gosh. You know we're always glad to see you. Now, the second image out of this book, I'm going to do, you guys had asked about doing our pretty lady and our horse. Now, Mamie can give you the link to where these images are available. I gave you 3 of them. The third one was a pirate. The second one we're working on now. And then we've got this one. So, all right, Jersey, take care. Hey, Thomas. So after Mamie gets you these links, you're going to want to print this one out and we'll start up on it. Probably not tonight. I'm trying to finish this one. Okay. Now, the second image that we're working on, this is from 50 Lovely Gnomes. And there's the book. And I will be finishing that one tonight. This is by Camellia Angel Kova. And we got quite a bit of it done last night. I've just got a couple of things to do on here. Basically, I've got the jars, the skin, and the shading, and I can call this one done. So then, when I'm finished with that, I'm going to be popping into the Disney Celebrations coloring book. Sarah was nice enough day and the one I'm planning on doing is Moana. And you guys have learned by now that these books that have the side-by-side, for example, the Disney collection books, they're not hard. I like them because it gives you the image to work from. And as long as you realize that you're never ever going to replicate, or duplicate, I should say, This is an oil-based coloring. These are colored pencils. Make sure that you understand the difference. Thomas, you had a draw. Okay, good. So, we've got a lot going on. Don't you just love watching this broadcast? Sure you do. I know the answer to that already. Marina, hello. Marina, Marina. Marina, welcome back. Well, Thomas, that's on my schedule. You can always go back and watch the video replay. All right. So let me get my pencil sharpened. Oh, Grace, that Disney book is available at Michael's. Good, 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 good. Okay, these are the three colors that I'm using. We are doing the fence. There's my dark. There's my medium. There's my light. Now, you guys know that I don't call out pencil brands because I have so many. All you have to do is match what I'm doing. All right. So as soon as that gets clear again, take a screenshot, you'll have it, and you can continue with this. I really would like to get this done tonight. So if I quit yakking and get going, we have a good chance. All right, guys, so let's get coloring. Let's get coloring. Let's get coloring. Oh, you guys can tell what kind of mood I am in today. Okay. Oh, Angry Bear, that would be wonderful. You'll post it in your group on Discord. Yep. Okay, Tam, thank you. Okay, so we have this fence. And it's going across the spine. I wanted to get this area done. Now, I made a boo-boo and accidentally colored this area red. So I'm going to erase it. And by the way, red is the worst color to try and erase. It's a pigment. All right, who's coloring with me tonight? I'm sorry, Angry Bear. What? Me too and the hair? Oh, you colored it red? Boo-boo. Now, you guys know that I make these mistakes on purpose so I can show you how to correct them. Liar, liar, pants on fire. So, Janie, you're coloring with me. Angry Bear, you are? Angry, thank you for saying that you'd post this on Discord. Have you posted on Discord before about this? That's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's right. Oh, no, you haven't, but you've talked to your friends about, okay, the group. Gotcha. Guys, remember, the purpose of this group is to create a really nice place for people to come in and color and chat and learn, of course. It's meant to be a safe haven. So, no, this fence does not like my brown pencil. Not when I'm trying to compensate over red. All right, let's bring in a little bit of the light color. So about this group, the reason that I ask you promote it is not for my benefit at all. The idea is to create a really nice place where people can drop in, use this time to color, have a good time, even if they just come in and watch for the pretty pictures. So this is why I keep begging you guys to please promote the group where you can. All right, now I'm going to come in with Payne's Gray. So when I ask you guys to post your pictures, and talk about what you do and talk about the group, that is why. Now, I'm going to bring my Payne's Gray down a little bit further. I'm just going to go right over the red. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I want to match the width of the fence on the left with the width of the fence on the right. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out. Oh, Tam, you pushed the like, number 14, and you shared it. Okay. Yeah, you put your left foot in and you shake it all about. And guys, the other thing is too, is when people become aware of this group and they sign up on Facebook, now don't go too far left with your fence into the hair. If people sign up onto Facebook, you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Hello, Carly. Sorry you had to lose today. Now, I'm going to come in with my ivory. And highlight that hair that's going across the fence. And then I'm going to come in with white. And we'll lighten up those strands a little bit across the dark part. Okay. And I'm just going to highlight that hair just a little bit. Okay. Oh, gonna sneeze. Woo! All right, I'm healthy. 3 sneezes. Oh, thank you guys. All right. Now, this is where if you have any areas with your hair, now that we've got that fence post behind it, is just come in and darken your area and blend. Now, this hair looks like a tangled mess, and it's supposed to. And this is part of the process. You know that after I color something, I always like to go back and start tweaking the details. And this is where you come back with your original colors on the hair. And tweak your details. And of course, you'll be able to see that a lot better if I stay on camera. Okay. Now you can see how that hair is getting fuller and fuller as I go through, and I detail this with my light and my dark pencils. Okay. Now, let's go down to the next rail of the fence, which is down here. I actually skipped it. But before I do that, I need to come in and detail in some hair over this brown spot. Now, the neat thing about this hair is because there are so many streaks in it, we can really have a field day with it. And this is where, as I tell you, that after you do your basic coloring with your light, medium, and dark, this is where you can go in and detail in those things that make it really stand out. Now, be careful with the hair that you don't go over it too many times, otherwise it's going to get mushy. All the colors will, in other words, the individual colors won't be distinct anymore. Okay. So now we've got a rail in here, wood. We'll go back to our dark, medium, and light brown that I was using at the top there. And we'll start detailing in that fence. So there's our dark. We'll blend in that medium. And then our light. Now, I want you to notice that I'm coloring horizontally. I'm not coloring up and down. I always tell you, color in the direction of your object. And then I'm going to come in with my Payne's Gray. And I'm going to detail in the edge of the book here. So that's my vertical lines. And I'm going to put in a little bit of horizontal streak here. Brief finger blend. All right, let's pull out and see what we've got here. Isn't that beautiful? Any questions? So guys, if you're not coloring this piece, what are you coloring? And if you're not coloring, what you doing? Okay, I've got a couple of gaps here with my hair. Excuse me. Maggie, you're coloring a gnome. Mamie watching in The Masked Singer. Tam Tam, the dolphins in the magical envelope book. Oh yeah. Carl Lee getting ready for church tonight. All right. Grace coloring kids in V is for Valentine's Day. All right. I know a number of you like to watch and then the next day color it up. Okay. Let's do the fence on the right-hand side. Thomas, you're coloring in a pattern book that you got from your aunt and uncle. Cool. Okay. Fence on the other side. Our rail. What do I always tell you? When you have black, Don't be intimidated by it. So Maggie, what is that gnome doing that you're coloring? Is it dancing? Okay, there's our dark. Dancing. All right. There's our medium. And then our light. And notice I'm blending over the light. Well, Thomas, that's good news. Okay, little bit of a finger blend. Next area. There's our dark. Here's our medium. Here's our light. Okay, now, there is a knot in this wood. I'm going to take my black and I'm going to color in that knot, and I'm also going to add a few of those wood streaks. Hopefully you guys can see this knot on camera. What's the D word that I always stress? Oh, maybe that's a good question. Is your gnome doing the hokey pokey dance? Grace, that's right. Details. Now, I'm going to go back up to my other one here. I'm not quite happy with it. I'm going to come in with my medium and smooth this out a little bit. I like that better. Okay. Next rail. I'm right by the arm in the lower right-hand corner. Let's start with our dark. Oh, Grace, you have 3 books with gnomes. I wish I had more. Well, you can check out my titles. I've got the one, the medical gnomes jubilee. Oop. We've got celebrating Christmas gnomes jubilee. Sorry, I bumped my camera. Fire the camera operator. So this is my medium. And then my light. And I'm taking that light and I'm blending over everything. Now, while I'm coloring this, and I told you that I'm going to start naming my pictures, putting a label on it. We need to come up with a name for this picture. Yeah, there's a day in the life of a gnome jubilee. That's right. All right, here's our dark. Here is light. And then I'm going to take my black and we're going to go ahead and add some of those wood inclusions. All right, let me pull out so you can see what we've got here. It's looking pretty good. Questions, comments? Oh, so I started to say we need to come up with a name for this picture. Give me a second here. Yeah, there's Mamie's got a day in the life of a gnome. Hold on, I'm grabbing some titles for you, Grace. We've got Valentine's Gnomes Jubilee. Oh, Thomas says day in the life of a cowboy. There you go. We have a day in the life of a gnome. We've got St. Patrick's Day Gnomes Jubilee. Grace, you got enough books yet? Be careful what you ask for, you just might get it. Oh, here's a good one. Santa's Gnomes Jubilee. Marina, good night. I'm so glad you were able to make it in between what you're doing. Grace, I think that's it. Marina, I love it when you stop by. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy Marina, sleepy Marina, purr, purr, purr. Although you don't want to get sleepy because you're busy. Okay. All right, Grace, are you happy now? There's 5 books for you right now you can order. I think it was 5 or 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 books for you. And Mamie just posted the walkthrough of Coloring Christmas Gnomes Jubilee. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. I'm going to finish this tonight. Medium brown. Hi, Sarah. Then I'm going to pop in a little bit of gray. Sarah, I'm going to be starting the Disney Collections book tonight. Isn't that cool looking fence? And then I'm going to come back in with that light just to blend that up a little bit. Okay. Let's take a peek at this. All right, light green. We need to take up this grass here. And then a little bit of our darker green, because remember, when we're working colors, what do I always tell you? At least two. Sarah, did you hear me say that I was going to start Disney collections tonight? Okay. All right. Now, we need to add a little bit of green behind our horse. And that's for the perspective. Well, Sarah, I sure appreciate you buying the book for the group. All right, Carly, enjoy church. All right. Finger blend. And then I'm going to come back in with my lighter green. And notice how that gives the grass this texture. Now, what's wrong with the way I've colored this green by the horse? This is a detail question. Janie and Carmen, you got it. The green grass isn't a solid line. And I'm not going to blend that anymore because I don't want that just to be a solid green. I want these different colors in it. Okay. Now we've got a cowboy sitting on this horse. So now we need to put him in jeans as well. And then a dark brown or black for boots. And then I'm going to come in with a medium orange. Excuse me while I move my camera a little bit. Oh. And then a dark brown for the chaps that he's wearing over his jeans. Details, guys. And then we'll come in with a an orange, and then his hat, dark brown, and a little bit of our light brown. Is everybody with me on the same page here? And I'm even going to come in with a flesh color on that skin. Okay. The horse will make brown. And then I'm going to come in with my ivory, my Faber-Castell 103. Check out these lighter spots on the horse. And this is an excellent example. Haven't quite finished with them yet. Oops. An excellent example. Here's my little picture frame of putting all your time and effort into the detail. And we're pretending that this area here, this horse and this sky, that's the whole picture. And we're going to put as much detail and effort into it that we can. Okay. And I don't know about you, but I think that horse looks pretty cool. And then I'll color the bridle black. And we'll add a little more detail to the hat. Questions, comments? Now, while I have my black in hand, I'm going to come down to the barbed wire and I'm going to use a combination of black and gray. So there's my black. And then my gray. All right, check it out. Hey, Angie. Now, all right, number 21. Now, I've got a couple of grass areas here that I missed earlier. So we need to finish these off. Put a little more darker gray in here, or green. And then we've got our area right here by the corner of the book. And let me clean that edge up just a little bit. Angie, what was your win today? All right, last thing to do. Yay! Thank you, Thomas. Oh, you met your goal in physical therapy, had some friends over for dinner, and talked to Emmett. All right. That is good news. All right, Faber-Castell. Light blue. Oh, Angie, I saw it. I even commented on it. I even congratulated you on it. Now, there's my light blue, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of medium blue at the same time. And there's the link for the Faber-Castell chalks. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of darker blue yet. Not much. Isn't that beautiful? So Grace said, my husband got a real good report from his ortho doctor today with x-rays. He said his ankle is almost completely healed. Praise God. Okay. Little bit of gray. One year ago today, he fell and broke it in 2 places. Ugh. I'll bet you he's a happy camper. All right, notice how I'm adding that little bit of gray. How pretty is that? Okay, other side. Light blue. Tam Tam, good night. Have a great rest of the evening. So there's my light blue. What's my next color? The darker blue. Tam Tam, what's going on? Thanks to you, I've had it in my back all day. All right, here's my darker blue. And then what's my next color? our gray. Now I'm going to balance out this gray a little bit on the other side. Okay, Thomas, you're going to get ready for bed? Okay. Now I'm going to erase in a little bit of my white over here. And a little bit of light around my cowboy. And I'm going to erase in a little bit lighter color on the hat. All right, let me put my chalks away, guys. I am calling this one done. What's my very last step? Sir Gummy. That's right. All right, let me get my gummy eraser here. And we'll clean up this area around the outside. Now, I'm getting the very outside first. And luckily we don't have any intricate areas where we have to worry about lines into the white area. This is all straight edge because of the book. And if I had spray, I would spray it, but right now I'm out of it. Now, given that we are showing off his chest, I'm going to call this eye candy. There you go. I'm done. Questions, comments? No reason why you can't color something like this. I think it turned out beautifully. Would anybody have any hesitation coloring this? And this particular picture is a really good example of coloring skin. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. Now, I'm not going to start this tonight, but our next project out of the same book is our Woman with the Horse. So this is also from Romance Novel Covers Jubilee. So go ahead and get that printed out. We'll start it up tomorrow. Creak. All right, next image. Just a couple things to finish up on this. We can wrap this up. And then we can get going in our Celebrations coloring book. This book is from Sarah. And like I said, I'm going to do Moana. So I think that this will be a cool image to color. All right. Now, to finish up on this piece, we need to get the skin revitalized. So we need to get our light, medium, and dark peachy colors. And again, we want to get a nice smooth blend. This is my lightest color that I'm putting down as a base. And already we can see an improvement. Let's get our arm. Now, I was talking about this coloring and why my colors lightened on it, got really light and kind of spotty. And the only thing I can figure out is that this paper, which is the digital white, is that there's a right side and a wrong side to color on, or to use, I should say. And on the package, they tell you which side is up for the paper, and I may have accidentally flipped the paper and I've got the wrong side of the paper on it, and that's why my colors went funky on me. And the reason that I think it's the paper is because this coloring issue is not just on one part of it, it's all over. I had to recolor my grapes, I had to recolor my apples, my strawberries. All right. So there's my light. Now I'm going to come in with my medium and start working my details. My first area is going to be between the eye and the nose, which I always show you. And then underneath the eye. Now, even though this is a mystical character, you still want to use the same coloring techniques that you would on human skin. Now, hopefully you can see where this is darker. I don't know if it's picking up on camera or not. Then we're going to work on the other side of the nose. And underneath our eye area. And notice how I'm leaving the center of the cheek because we will put a little blush in there. Plus, it is a high point. Can everybody see that this is already looking 1,000% better? I'm shading in the area between the eye and the eyebrow. And then we'll come down underneath the chin. Now remember, this is my medium color. So this is where we're shading the various parts of the skin to start giving the dimension. And now I'll shade in between the dress here. And again, we'll tone this skin. Don't cover over your light completely. And notice by adding this shading, the center part of our arm is getting lighter. Now, notice how the back of our hand is getting lighter and lighter. And that's exactly what we want. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my darkest color of my light, medium, and dark. And this is not dark enough, so I'm going to come in with a brown. A light brown. And I'm not liking that color either. And notice how I am sticking to the edge. Now, I've talked a lot about this, that when you have your darkest color towards the outside, it tells the human brain that that's the furthest point away, and that's what gives us our roundness. And check how I come in directly underneath. Thomas, I'm out of spray, so I couldn't spray it. And notice now that I'm coming underneath each individual bead in the necklace. All right, let's go back up to the face. Remember, guys, trust the process. And we'll go ahead and add a little bit of our shadow underneath the eyes. And we'll go ahead and work around that mouth a little bit. Okay, second arm. Notice that I'm pretty much on the line here, and I blend out a little bit. And in between our fingers. And then notice that I'm going to come across here for the knuckles. And then we'll come around along this edge and underneath the sleeve. Thomas, you don't have to keep asking people if they read your comments. Everybody can see it when you type it in. So yes, Sarah saw your comment. Okay, let's pull out, take a look. Much better. Okay. Then I'm going to add a nice pink for her lips. Notice that I'm highlighting the edges. I'm going to hit that with my blender pencil. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of white, because we want to emphasize the lips. And we'll put a little highlight on there. Yeah, it's a good color, Carmen. Okay. Little bit of a blend. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on her. And I want you to notice that I'm darker towards the outsides. And we have our light area towards the center. Same thing here. Much better. And then I'm going to put a little bit of blush on her cheeks. Same thing on the other side. And if you need to, which I do, I'm going to soften this a little bit with my Faber-Castell 103. Which has complete, there it is. All right. Let's pull out. I think overall we've got a much better look. This paper is driving me absolutely crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's because I've got all these layers of pencil. Grace trying to color correct it. I also have a little bit of shine from my light. I'll change that. Okay, now, in the beginning, we decided that this pie, you can call it cherry or strawberry. And I put a little bit of red on the top of the pie. I think that makes it look pretty cool. And by adding this pink to the pie, it makes it look really good. Now, if I had French vanilla ice cream, I would be eating this pie. And of course, it helps when I stay on camera. I suppose we could also say it's rhubarb pie. Now, notice I've left the crust alone, of course. And now we've got a pretty good looking pie, I think. Okay. Let's color up our jars. Thomas, you've never had rhubarb pie? It's pretty good. Okay, so same thing with my grapes. My jar lids are a lot lighter than what I want. So I'm going to take my water-based marker, and we'll go ahead and enhance that color. Okay. Now, at this point, we can put in anything in the jar that we want. We could probably even put a little honey in there. Let me grab one of my pencils here. So I'm going to come in with a nice gold color. And then we'll fill up our second jar. And then I'm going to come in with a slightly darker brown. And we'll come in with our edging. I'm on a honey kick because I just bought some natural raw honey with my grocery order. I like it with peanut butter. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with my eraser. Oh, peanut butter and honey is really good. Carmen, some peanut butter manufacturers have honey peanut butter. Okay, a little bit of blend with my finger. I saw a Columbo show one time, and he either had jam and raisins or peanut butter and raisins. Mamie, you're familiar with honey peanut butter? Oh, you guys remember that fluffernutter that they used to sell? Hello, Kathy. I'm going to darken this just a little bit on the sides. Okay, one more touch to this and we can call this done. black pencil. Kathy, how's the world treating you today? White chocolate peanut butter. Never had it. Okay. Now, I'm going to come in with black. So you're doing okay, Kathy? Good. And given that I used a dark gray instead of black as the background, I'm going to come in and I'm going to shadow underneath the objects on this page. And of course, we need to blend that out. Now, what's going to happen is once we do that, it's going to make our piece look really dimensional. Peter Pan honey roasted peanut butter. Now, the addition of this black is very subtle. But it's going to make everything look really cool. I'm going to jazz up my candle a little bit. Can you guys see the color difference between the black and the gray? All right. Now, the next area that I'm going to do this in is around the shells. Now again, you got to be sure to blend in your black or else it's going to look funny. What a difference. Hang with me, guys. I might run over just a little bit tonight. And hopefully you guys can see what a difference. Let me go down to the bottom here. What a difference this is making. Now, my question to you is, would any of you thought to do this? And if not, this is why you guys watch my broadcasts. Okay, Thomas, good night. Moana will be tomorrow night. All right, guys, hang with me. Okay, Maggie, good night. And what a difference this is making. You'll see when I pull out. Janie, good night. Now, again, don't pound your pencil into the paper. Let the pencil do the work. Okay, guys, almost done. So now we're going to come up around the picture. And underneath our mushroom table. Well, Kathy, it's a good thing you joined us because I'm running late, so you get to see a little bit of what's going on. Okay, let's get inside this handle. Guys, I want you to be thinking about stuff like this. Okay. Now, up by our honey jars. And underneath our leaf in the upper right-hand corner. All right. Let me pull out. Let's look at the result. Much better. There's a very subtle shading and shadowing that's going on here. You know it, I know it, and all your audience knows, and looking at your picture, how great it looks. Okay, calling this one done. We didn't get to Moana tonight, but I will definitely tomorrow. And we finished our cowboy. Angry Bear, what book are you talking about? Oh, your celebrations book. Okay. So guys, this is what we got done tonight. I'm pretty happy with it. I think we got a good do on it. All right, tomorrow, definitely celebrations book. And tomorrow, also from Romance Novel Covers Jubilee, we're doing Our Young Lady and the Horse. I think they'll both be a lot of fun. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other. That's what our group is known for. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Please share this broadcast. And also, if you'll be so kind as to hit that like arrow, which you've been doing, I'd appreciate it. All right, guys. Lots going on today and tomorrow, huh? Have a great rest of the evening. You guys know I love you. All right. Until tomorrow then.